Hello everyone, welcome to the class of AI, and in today's tutorial we are going to discuss this lambda function in Python and how to use this lambda function, right? So lambda function is a small anonymous function that take a number of argument but can only have one expression. So for example, you can see how we can present the syntax for it. So we have to use a lambda, then arguments which you need to pass, and then the expression. So basically it's a function, it's a lambda function is an anonymous function, right? So which you create sometimes inside a function. It means without the name, and you have to use it over there, then their lambda is quite useful. So for example, here I'm creating a lambda expression, means a lambda function which takes some number and multiply it by 10. So how I did it, as you see over here in the syntax, we have to write lambda, then argument, then expression. So what we have did, we have written lambda over here, then my argument is n. So that means when I'm going to call this, I have to pass the value to the n, and then what the n will be doing, it's multiplying it by 10. So for example, I have saved this lambda expression in a variable called x. So what I'm going to do, that I'm going to call x with a 5. So the 5 will be passed over here, and 5 will be multiplied with 5, and it will be passed to x, and then we are going to print the value of x. So hopefully it's going to be the value of 50. Right, so it's currently connecting, initializing. As you can see, Colab is currently initializing, and it initialized, connected to the virtual machine, and now the value of 50 is being printed. Now another thing is this, that in lambda expression you can pass many number of arguments, that means n number of arguments. So for example, again I have created a expression for calculating the power, right? So what I have did, I have written a keyword lambda, and I'm using here two arguments called m and n, where you can see. And what I'm doing, I'm calculating the value m. So that means 2 to the power 2 is equals to 4. So I'm going to pass 2, and then 2 to the power 2 is 4. Or for example, 5 to the power 2. So 5 going to be m, and n going to be square, that is the power of it, right? And so here you can see I'm using it 5 comma 2 to call. So that means m will be 5 and n will be 2. So 5 to the power 2 is 25, right? So for example, if I change it to 9, so now it's going to be 81, because 9 to the power 2 is 81, right? Similarly, you can see I have created a function for calculating the simple interest, where I have passed three different pair arguments, that is p, r, and t. That means principal, amount, rate, and time. And I have written a formula for it, which is very basic one, p into r into t. I'm depositing $1,000 or pounds with the interest rate of this for 5 years. How much the principal and simple interest will be? So it's going to be this much, which I have to pay. Now coming to the point, why to use lambda function, means why we are not writing functions, right? So the power of lambda function is better shown when you use them as an anonymous function inside another function. So for example, here I have created a function called area, and if you want to see how I created a function, go to my previous video where I have given a tutorial for functions. So I have created a function called area with the parameter r, argument r, and here I'm writing an expression, I'm writing a lambda function where I'm passing the value pi, right? And then pi is over here, means pi r square, right? So I'm trying to calculate the area within this lambda function. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass this r as a 2 over here. So when I'm going to call this particular area function, what is happening, I'm calling the area function with the 2 value. So that means 2 will be passing to this r, and r is being computed. Now that value of area with radius of 2 is being stored in this object, or you can say a holder, which is called circle area, and then I'm passing the value of pi, so circle area pi. So pi will be passed over here when I have created an object of it, and see the answer will be 12.56 if you compute 3.14 multiplied by 4, right? Similarly, you can use two arguments, or means parameters to pass within your function, and you can call simultaneously instead of passing like this. So what I did, I passed 2 and 3.14 over here. So 2 will be passed over here, and 3.14 is the value of pi, because I'm initializing it, and when I'm printing it, it's going to print the same thing. So this is how we use lambda functions, which is quite useful sometimes in your programming. And thanks for watching this video, and do subscribe, comment if you have any suggestions. Thanks for watching the Class of AI. Thank you very much.